Welcome back to In La Cocina, in the kitchen. I'm your host, Mike Gonzalez. I am excited about this dish today. We got a fun summer dish. It's carne asada. We've got all the fixings. Let's go through it real quick. It's got awesome flavor. First of all, we've got the carne asada, which is a skirt steak that we've been marinating for 24 hours, so the flavor is going to be awesome. It's super simple. We're going to tell you all about that. We've got our molcajete, which we're going to make kind of a paste that's going to bring out the flavor. We got our frijoles de olla, which basically means beans in a pot. So we're going to tell you all about this. This is another simple dish. And of course, we've got our pico de gallo and all the ingredients. All right, so let's start out. All right, we're going to start out with our marinade. And I have to tell you, this is what really brings out the flavor. If you nail it on the marinade, your meat is going to taste absolutely awesome. We've got our cumin, our garlic, our oregano, then we've got our key lime, which is going to bring out all the flavor. And we're using a molcajete, which is, you know, a real traditional way to mix things in Mexico. You can pick one up at De Leon's Market in Spokane. They've got molcajetes and all sorts of traditional type of things. So this is real cool. And we're using fresh cumin. You can also buy it at the store. You know, all ground up. But I have to tell you, when you use it fresh like this, you can smell it, because right now I can smell this and it smells so good. And that's what's going to bring out a lot more if you don't want to go through the drama of using this molcajete. Final step in our marinade process is we've got some fresh oregano right here from the Cook With Us garden. Again, if you're not a gardener, go to the store and buy it. That's what I do. Honestly, I don't like to garden that much, but here at Cook With Us, they've got all the fresh ingredients. And again, we're working our molcajete. And this is going to bring out the flavor. I tell you what, 24 hours on your carne asada, you're not going to believe how good it tastes. Okay, we've stepped outside of the kitchen just for a second. We're in the Cook With Us backyard. And this is my favorite part of the whole process, is when you barbecue, it really brings out the flavor. You can see the smoke coming off the grill, and that smoke is really what gives the carne asada the flavor. And the key process to this whole thing is making sure that your fire is really hot. We've had our grill going for about 3 hours, because remember, we're going to sear our carne asada about 5 minutes on each side. And what we've got a traditional clay pot, a Mexican clay pot, but you don't have to use a clay pot. You can use your barbecue, a gas grill, anything that works for you. But the key element is making sure that your fire is really hot. So the things that we've got some birch wood that we found right here in the backyard. You can use some wood that you've got in your backyard. Make sure it's nice and dry. We do have our mesquite, which we've soaked for about an hour. And that mesquite is another key element, because you know that's what brings out that flavor and the smoke. So pretty simple. We're going to take off our top. Just going to throw your birch wood in there. Our mesquite. And our fire is really hot, so this is going. You can see the smoke coming out. This is when you start attracting the neighbors, and they say, "What are you doing out there?" See, I'm barbecuing a little bit. Be ready. And the other thing about it, you know, we do live in the inland Northwest, and obviously if you live here, you know we've got a lot of trees and a lot of shrubbery. And the thing is, you don't want to be the guy that starts the fire. So we've got water always on hand. And a lot of people don't think about it, but have a fire extinguisher in case you've got some things that wind up going into the yard. And plus for safety measures if you've got kids. So make sure you've got that. And then you're going to have fun grilling, and you're not going to be a danger to your neighbors. Okay, we're back inside the cookwithus.com kitchen. We got that barbecue smoking. It is ready to go to bring out all the flavor. Now we're going to make our pico de gallo, another wonderful element to this entire dish. We've got all the ingredients that you'll need. We've got our serrano chilies, our Roma tomatoes, our key limes, cilantro, cebollos. We got our chopped up onions. We've got our jalapenos. We're going to mix those all together, and this is a pico de gallo fresco, which means it's absolutely fresh. We're not going to use a blender. We're just going to chop it all up with our knife, and then at the end of the deal, we're going to take this fresh lime, we're going to squeeze it on top. It's going to bring out all the flavor. Back outside, ready to put the steak onto the grill, our skirt steak. We're gonna lay it right on. Kind of move it around a little bit because these have a tendency to stick. About 5 minutes on each side. You see the smoke, it's gonna bring out that flavor. I can't wait to eat it. Okay, we've cooked one side for about 5 minutes. We're ready for the big flip. We're gonna marinate this other side a little bit more. Really gonna bring out the flavor. Another 5 minutes and we're ready to eat. Okay, our steak is ready to go. Throw it right here. I'm gonna cut her in half. Gonna let it rest just a little bit. We're gonna start to slice it. We're cutting our meat. What we're doing is we're making nice thin slices that we're gonna put inside our tortilla, and we're gonna heat our tortilla up. We'll show you that process in just a second. Real simple. It's just basically throwing your tortilla onto the grill. But you see, you're just trying to work it a little bit. Got a really sharp buck knife right here, and we're making our thin slices. And we sampled the meat a little bit just a second ago, and I gotta tell you, it tastes so good because we had that marinade in there that we created on our molcajete. And this is not rocket science. We know everybody's not a chef, so just cut it the best that you can, thin slices. Okay, our final step in the process, our favorite part to eat. Take a look at this dish that Lynn Wiedemann helped us create. This is one of your original dishes, right?
It is, and it's so great for this time of year. Even though we're hot.
I know, we're caliente, we're sweating a little bit, but it tastes so good. And you guys do cooking classes,
yes,
and they can find out more information on your website.
We're going to do this exact thing for a class at the Kitchen Engine.
Awesome. They've been doing a lot of stuff at the Kitchen Engine, so look them up on their Facebook page at the Kitchen Engine, or you can go to our website, HispanicFoodNetwork.com. All right, I'm going to cállate la boca. I'm going to shut up. We're going to eat. You guys ready? We got our chicas bonita for this fiesta. All right, let's do it. Buen provecho. Here we go.